too much. No, get it, girl. Bestie
Hey, welcome to Bestie Therapy, where we talk about all the therapy going on in all of our lives. I'm Persephone, and I'm Riles. Get ready to spill the tea. Oh my goodness, this is like the third or fourth episode where I've had to mimic Persephone. How is it? You can be real with me. Is it good? Probably not. Um, hi everyone. We are doing another split episode. I think I did say this in last week's episode. Life happens, many things go on, and time just runs out sometimes. And so we just did not have the time to get together this week, but we had the time to record our episode in the comfort of our homes again. I think next week it should go back to normal, but we'll find out. We'll find out. You know what? We all still love you. That sounds like we're getting a divorce. We're not. We're not. We're fine. We're just literally so busy. We're not getting a divorce. We're not getting a divorce. Okay, rant over. So, I hope everyone's week has been really well. Time is going by really quick. It's already September. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to think about that. Literally like 5 minutes ago it was like January. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at. Woo. So, like I said, I hope everyone is doing really well. And my week has been good. It's been busy. I just started up a couple more rehearsals. I just did a rehearsal Tuesday, because Monday was Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Well, that was like a few days ago. But like, you get the gist. I started a rehearsal Tuesday. I did a rehearsal tonight, which is Thursday. Yeah, I'm kind of recording this late. Anyway, it's like 9:49 and I still have more to do after this. So great. Yeah, what did I do Wednesday? I saw a show Wednesday that my friends were in. They did a really good job. I really liked the show. And I was just working I wasn't at work, but I was working on a bunch of things on Wednesday that I needed to do. I had a day off. Woo! So I was doing a lot of stuff like that. My bestie Taylor came back in town. I was literally just talking to my other bestie, Hannah. Those two are twins. I realized that I hadn't seen Taylor in a year because the last time I saw her was at Hannah's wedding, and that was last August. Like, not this past August, like last August, 2024. I don't know how to feel about that. I didn't expect that. I didn't think that was a thing. We talk a lot, and every time we do talk, it's like no time has passed. So it's like my brain like tricked me into thinking that I did see her. So I get to see her tomorrow and then the weekend because it's going to be her bridal shower, and I'm really excited for that. And then when she leaves, I probably won't see her until next May when she gets married, but we'll talk. And who knows? You never know. You never know. Yeah, so I get to see Bestie Taylor. I did see Little Baby. Once again, it's not like posted anywhere, so I'm not going to say like whose it is because I think I did that last week too. I don't want to like make the announcement or anything before my friends do. So but I did finally get to meet the little baby, and it was really cool to see just a little peanut. Just a little peanut. So tiny. And I was so scared. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hurt the baby. But it was so cute. It was so, so cute. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just making a bunch of projects. My friend just brought life into the world. Crazy. So I think that's really it for the updates. I did this green screen thing. I don't know if I said that in the last episode. I probably did. And it was literally so cool. And I got to hold a sword. And also, if you hear dings through my headphones, sorry, like there's a group chat kind of going off right now. So I really hope I can mute it at some point. Or maybe it just won't go off anymore. So sorry if you hear a little ding. It's going through my headphones, and I don't know how to turn it off on my Apple laptop. So sorry about that. So today's episode is about what it's like being a part of a community. And that can be like just in a general, like, it doesn't have to be one specific thing. So for me, at least, I find community and family and friendship. And I think it's really, really important to find your people. It takes a while. I thought I found besides like some of the people I grew up with and like the friends that I was like forever. But like in college, like I thought I found like a good community of like people in my friend group. And after 4 years, that kind of was a bust. So it wasn't the right community, and that's okay. I found a really nice community in like the theater. And I think it's really important. Even if you're not a theater person, I think it's really, really smart to find people that kind of align in your interests in that way. Like you have a community. So like for me, it is like the arts. Because that way I have a group of people who like writing and like making movies and like being a part of theater. And I think for me, it's really beneficial because a lot of my time kind of goes to that. And it's what I love to do. A lot of my time when I'm not working goes to the arts. And I have realized that it is so hard to just be doing it alone. And you shouldn't have to do it alone, because my mindset for so long was like, it's up to you and you got to get it done. But I've always been like, I don't know, not necessarily scared, but like my pride was too big to like really ask for help and be like, yo, like I need help with this. Or, I mean, I would ask Persephone to read some of my writing, but that was me and Per. But now I have found a community of people where it's like, I don't know, it's becoming like a tribe. I don't know, especially at like the theater that I'm a part of. I've found some people in there that I never like kind of expected to be friends with. And that's like a really happy surprise for me, because I know like leaving college and stuff, I was ready to give up all of that. And I'm really glad that I didn't give that up, because then I would have missed out on all of the people I was going to meet. And the community itself that I've been a part of these past couple of years, they have been so like uplifting and kind, and they see more than just like you're an actor. Like I don't know, they see like what I'm capable of, and like I couldn't see that in myself for the longest of times. And even in college, like it was kind of like, I don't know, not all the time, but like it was kind of like I like, it was proven like, yeah, you're just another person, you're just another competitor, you are easily replaceable. And it's like, I don't like thinking like that. And I don't like behaving like that. Because not even in an acting or artist sense, like, you are not a replaceable human being. And if there's any community that you are a part of that makes you feel like you are replaceable, then you need to get out of there immediately. I'm like not even kidding. You are worth so much more than you think you are worth, and you can give more than you think you can give. And if your people cannot see that, then you're in the wrong group. You should never be feeling belittled. You should never feel stupid. You should never feel like you're a bother, because you're not. I mean, unless you kind of give like a reason to be annoying. I'm just kidding. But like, I'm not. Like, you also have to be, it can't just go one way. If you're going to be a part of a community, you need to give your good energy back too. And that also comes from looking within yourself and realizing like your flaws and realizing your perks and realizing your strengths and your core values, and which takes a lifetime to learn. But I've also like, okay, before I go on to that tangent, just like what I was saying, like, if, like I said, if you feel like you're in a group or in an area or in a community where you just don't feel like you are welcome, you don't feel like you are safe, then take the hint and leave. It's not worth it. It's not worth your well-being. It's not worth your nights. You should be sleeping at night. It's not worth your tears. No one should make you feel like you are less than. And I know all of us have been in that position where we have felt like we are less than. And that's where I kind of go, like, we can all bond over this. I think this is a collective, not I think, I know. We've all been in a group, or we've been in a friendship or relationship where we have felt like, wow, why am I putting in all of this effort and getting absolutely nothing back? And I'm so glad to say that, like, I'm in a community and at my theater where I don't feel like I am just another person that they can just call upon. Like, I feel like that I have a voice there. And it's great. And then my friends who I do films with, like, I feel like I have a voice. I am so grateful. Like I said, in college, I was about to be done with the whole art thing. I was so over it. And I'm really glad. And then recording with my uncle, he helped me more than he knows he did. He helped me find my voice, because for so long I was trying to be the voice of another. And I'll always remember this comment. And like I said, a community doesn't just have to be like a group. It can be another person as well. Like I said, friendships, relationships, but like, I remember I was singing it was like the first song, it was Humanity Plus Serenity we were singing, or I was singing, he wasn't, he was just behind the booth. And I was trying to sing like my old voice teacher had told me to sing, like, or how, I don't know, like the techniques and everything. I was trying to put on like that technique more than just like the song itself. I was trying to show off what I could do instead of just showing off the song. And my uncle, like, it took so, like, I was singing and singing, and then I just kept messing up, and I was so in my head, and he just stopped, and he said through his little mic, he's like, Riley, can you sing normally? And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, you're singing like you have been trained to sing. It doesn't sound like you. Can you just sing without sounding like you've had training? And for the first time, that was like the first time, like, since college where I'm like, wait, you want me to sing? You don't want me to sound like, yeah, you don't want me to sound like nasally, or you want me to sound like that? Because that whole time it's like, I was just another person. Now you need to sound like everyone else. And my voice isn't like that. And my uncle was the first one that said, dude, you don't have to be anyone else but you. Sing with your voice. Sing your lyrics. Let the song be the song without you trying to force it to be something else. And I think that was like the first time in a long time where I actually felt seen. Like, actually. And that was very comforting to me. So I'm really glad I found a community with my uncle. We spent 3 years on that album. Angelic, it's on Spotify, YouTube. Caradile Productions, that's on YouTube. It has all the music. I'm making lyrical videos for that. And then music videos will be coming out shortly. Almost done editing and animating, baby. But anyway, I'm really grateful that I found a community with my family, my theater friends, and my college film friends, which is really funny because we were like friends in college. It's Lucas and Per, obviously, Kaisa. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that I'm the whole community. Yeah, CVP, that's my theater friends, family. We're about to go to the I almost said the Renaissance Center. I keep doing that. The Renaissance Festival. Really excited. And then I found a really good community at work as well. I really bonded with my coworkers, and we have like me and one of my coworkers have a lot in common, and we really bonded over art. We're both artists, but she's a painter, and I'm like the writer and singer and actor. But her, like, oh my god, her art is incredible, incredible. Like, I've never seen, like, I'm like not even kidding. I have not seen anything like it. And she's like been in like shows, like art shows before. And it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Like, not even kidding. So, yeah, I'm really grateful for that work community. I'm really grateful for my family. They've really helped me too, because when I left college, I was a wreck. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was a wreck because I thought the people who were, people that I could trust ended up not being so. And I have nothing against these people anymore. I'm not saying this to be like malicious and horrible, but like we all grow, and I haven't seen some of these people in like 3 years. And yeah, I know we're all different people, and it's not just like the friend group, it's just like other people in college as well that I'm not going to really get into right now. But like there were some people in where I was, my I don't want to like say too much, but there was like some people like in the program that I was in, like that I really trusted, really just like take my heart and squashed, and like they took my heart and literally squashed it. Yeah, so it was kind of like a wreck of a year, but it was a year that I really needed. But I mean, from that, I realized the kind of people that I don't want to be with, because these type of people didn't make me better, they made me worse. I was the worst version with some of these people, and I was second guessing myself. I was easily manipulated, easily controllable. Anything that like I wasn't always like a people pleaser, like in a sense where it's like, okay, yeah, everything like you want, I'll just like blah blah blah. Like, no, like there are some times where I'm like, no, I really want to do this, and like it wasn't like all the time, but like I definitely was like my worst self. I was my jealous self. I was my victimized person self. Felt like a victim all the time. And I don't like feeling like that, and I don't ever want to put that label on me again. And like I said, it was just the people I was around, because that's what we did. And yeah, I totally played the woe is me act a lot. But like I said, I was not my best self, and now I actually am in a community, in multiple communities, by the way, where I actually feel love and light. I feel adventure, curiosity. I want to know more about these people. Like I said, like I never imagined being friends with some of them. And here we are, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. And they like make me better, and I've learned so much about like literally just in this past year I've learned so much about myself. And I have my people to thank. I have my friends and family and community to thank for that, because I would not have come up with all of this on my own. And I think that's like the biggest and most important thing about communities, is that like you help each other, and you realize that you don't have to do everything alone. Even though I still struggle with that, I have found people who could help me and help my vision come to life, and help me be a better person, and bring out the best in me, and bring out a side that I've never expected to see. like I don't know how. Like I said, Persephone is one of those people where when I'm around her and we're like out in public, she'll just be so she compliments everyone. We're gonna put it that way. We're gonna put it that way. And I just somehow like gravitate towards that as well. I'm like, oh my God, like amazing. Like, yeah, you look so good. And I don't know, I'm finding the right people. And of course I still have like my friends that I grew up with that are still my besties. And oh, we find so much fun together still. I'm so glad that I still have my like my old like family friends and stuff to like call home. And even if we're far away, and this is like any of them, like even if I'm like far away or they're far away, like I can still call these people my friends and people that I can trust. And I'm really grateful for a lot of these people because they reminded me of who I was when I was in a dark place where I've forgotten who I was. And now I have more confidence in myself. I have more love in my heart. I have more, joy in my soul because, and I know this sounds really cringy. I'm like not even kidding. I know it sounds cringe, but it's like completely true. Like you become the people you are around. So surround yourself with good people that align with you. And not every good person you're going to align with. There's going to be some people you're going to bump heads with, and it doesn't mean they're a bad person. And just because you squabbled with someone in the past, it does not mean you're a bad person. It does not mean that you're a bad person. Everyone is flawed. And that's something we have to remember too. Like even in a community, things are going to happen. They're bound to happen. And you have to realize that nobody's perfect. We live in this dystopian society where imperfection is the normal. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is normal. Everybody has a little insanity and madness in their brain. And I think it's encouraged to have insanity and madness. Because if you don't have insanity and madness in your brain, then there's no way you can think outside the box. We all need to think outside the box here and there. Because if you stay trapped inside the box, then you're just going to become comfortable with a life that you might not want to live. So I think that's what I have to say on community. I think it's very important. No one should have to carry the weight by themselves. Even if it's your idea, you don't have to execute everything by yourself. Even if you have a plan that you want to do, even if for fun, like I want to go golfing, get a group of people and you don't have to plan that by yourself. Hey guys, I have this idea. Let's go golf. Who wants to join? All right, where would you all want to go? Maybe I was thinking this. It can be so simple, but we all make it so hard. And I am one of those people. Trust me, I have a lot of pride in my brain. I like all the ideas to be mine. That's not how it always goes. But like I said, last note, even when you're a part of the community, you will learn a lot, but be another person that gives knowledge to your peers. And I don't mean like you have to be good at math or science. Like, no. Show them your sense of adventure. Show them your sense of literally anything. Honestly, I could name literally anything. Just show them you. We all hide. We all hide. And I think we've gotten to a point where it's like we can't hide anymore because we're all going to be miserable. And we've seen it. We've all seen it. We all try to pretend that we're something that we're not. And I do it. The person next door does it. That's not literal. Like, I mean, like, as a metaphor. Like, I don't know if the person next door does that. But, like, we don't need to pretend anymore. Just be yourself. That's where the magic lives. We all dream. We all have a dream. We all are looking for something. We're all striving for something. Let people help you do that and help others too. Be a team. So, that's my thoughts. What do you got to say?
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Bestie Therapy. Yeah, I don't know what we decided to call it, but we're doing another split episode today. But hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Persephone, and unfortunately, Riles and I had to do a split episode, but we're gonna make it work today. Welcome again. So today we are actually talking about community and the importance of it. But before we get into that, we are doing a little life updates today. Again, as always. So for me, I decided to finally make my apartment my own. Um, I guess for the longest time, I just never decorated it because I knew I wouldn't be here forever. So I think a part of me was like, why decorate it if I know I'm not gonna be here for I guess for I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So why should I even decorate it? But then I'm like, no, because your home, your space is supposed to be your sanctuary. So I did put a few posters on them, and I'll probably um, you might see a little bit on my YouTube or TikTok. I don't know, but I think probably make a video about them in the next couple of weeks. But I did. I put so I love musicals, and one of the musicals I have learned to love recently is Wicked. Like I always knew it was a great musical, but I've just never seen it live. But I did see the movie and I loved it. And Ariana Grande and Cynthia were like just amazing. So I have a Glinda poster because Glinda is my girl. Like I feel like if I could be anyone, I would want to be Glinda. Like I'm definitely a mix of Elphaba and Glinda. I think we all are, but Glinda is like that girl. Like if she wants something to happen, she'll make it happen, and I just love that about her. So she's on my wall, and then I have another picture of it's her and Elphaba like reaching hands to like hold each other's hands. Um, I guess it's kind of symbolizing for good, but it's like symbolizing their friendship as well. And it says everyone deserves a chance to fly. And Elphaba's like on her broom in the sky, and then Glinda's looking at her from the ground with her wand. And oh my gosh, it's just so. We all deserve a chance to fly, and I just love that. And it's inspired me just like go for your dreams and stuff. And then I don't know if any of you have ever seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but I have their girl group on there, Huntrix. I have two of their posters, and it's basically about a K-pop girl group who is also a demon hunter group, and they are just amazing. And it's a great movie. It's on Netflix. I would highly recommend it. I heard they're creating two more sequels for it, so I am so not going to be okay, but I am so okay right now. I'm so happy for it. Um, in order to decorate my place, I also have a few tapestries that I have. One is like a mythical fantasy castle, and it just because I love fairy tales, I love fantasy. So just having that up just makes me like, feel so magical. And I think I'm going to use it as like my YouTube background as well. And I also have two more have two more tapestries that I need to put up. I don't know where to put them, so that's why they basically aren't up yet. But one of them is, if you've seen my channel, is the Paris romantic vibe, black, white, pink photo or tapestry. And I love that because it just reminds me to always like never forget to fall in love or just to be in love or just love and just to be whimsical and be happy. And I'm like, stop it, lovely. And then my other one is a Twilight Breaking Dawn poster. And it's like the wedding scene between Bella and Edward. Bella, where have you been, Loga? Love that part. But it's just so romantic, and it just reminds me of love, and I love love. So that's that one. I also have, I forgot, I have a it's like the famous Japanese painting where it's like with all the waves and the boats are on the waves and it's like tan and blue and stuff like that. I also have a big tapestry of that, but I think I misplaced it somewhere, so I had to find it and put it. I think I'm gonna put that one up as well. A friend gave it to me, which I really love. I think I might put it in a different room, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But my life has been great. Been really good. I don't want to say like my life has been great. No, but like, I have this quote on my phone that. Let me find it. Give me a second. Where it at? Okay, there it is. It says, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And that's literally what I've been learning to do this whole week, because life has been throwing curveballs. And a lot of times as humans, we don't know what to do, or we know what to do, but we're afraid to do it. And so I just decided to let go and let spirit, let the universe, let God just handle it, and just, let it go on. I'm not perfect, and I can't control everything. So I'm just gonna let them do it, and I'm just gonna sit back, watch, and do what I can, and go from there. So that's what life has been up to. Do, 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 do. A lot of this week has just been me like focusing on like my work, and obviously, like we always are, like, working and everything, but I feel like this week my YouTube channel has been my main focus, because for so long I was afraid I couldn't do it, and I finally did it, and I'm like, oh, now all these other ideas are coming up, and I am so happy because this week I finally figured out who I am, like who is Persephone Ember Rose. Like, I know who I am, and I know what my life's purpose is and what I'm supposed to be doing. And it literally came to me like at 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't even know, but I was just like up chilling in my room, and like it there's a little gnat, but it like came up, and I am so excited to like alchemize this and like put all my energy to it and make it into like a literal, like, I just know who I am. I just know who I am, and I know how I want to handle my channel now, and my life, and everything I do, and my persona in life. And I'm excited for it, and I want it to be so big, but I don't know how it's going to get there, but I'm just going to keep on doing it. Bye bye. But yeah, I don't know. I think once you keep on doing the work, and like you have a breakthrough, it's so nice, because then you have all these other more big breakthroughs. So yeah, go us. But tonight we're talking about the importance of Communi-Tea, and T is spelled T-E-A, because we always spell the T on Bestie Therapy, okay? But yeah, so we're just talking about the importance of community, because I've really talked about a little bit in the past on this podcast, like how we have a lot of community growing up as kids, and communities in college, but like once we become adults and like are out of that college I guess environment, we are thrust into the only communities we really have are work and our family, and that's if we don't live by ourselves, or if we don't work from home, so it can be lonely becoming an adult. So I think we just want to talk about this I guess this topic, because no one prepares you for having basically I want to say we start school when we're like 4 years old, so we basically have 18 to 20 years of community, and then we are basically popped into the workforce, and they're like, okay, good luck, have fun, go figure out what you want to do with your life, and go figure out how you're going to make money and all this stuff. And it's just like, okay, but what about my friends? And I've seen it growing up, at least these past couple of years, a lot, where like one of our friend groups don't talk anymore, and that's sad, but that is what it is. And another one of my friend groups, like, we still talk and we still love each other, but we are all in different parts of the country, and we're all like achieving our own things, and it's kind of eye-opening, like, dang, we really can't hang out every Friday or every Wednesday or every wine Wednesday, like we don't have that I guess that togetherness anymore. Not that we still aren't friends, just so we're not in the same places as each other anymore. And I don't want to say I'm learning to get used to it, but I am learning to get used to it, because people do have their own problems. But some friends are becoming like husbands and wives and fathers and mothers and stuff like that. So it's just like their time is even less accessible now. So I think as we get older, as we get older, we become lonelier people, especially when we're like senior citizens and everything. So I even like saw this study where like a lot of the loneliest people are older people, and we get lonelier as we get older. So I think we should put importance on community, because don't like, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with having a I guess community only in the workplace and in your family, but even like, I love my job, but like, we just don't really get to talk to each other a lot, because we're always like, there's always something to do, and so we're just always focused on that. Or even with family, some people just don't have good relations with their families, so it's just like, without those two things, or main things that society has said, or I guess trained us where our community is now, it's interesting when how to have that community when a lot of people don't even have that community in those two aspects of life. So we're just going to talk about how to have a community anywhere, or just how to have communities in life, basically. So let's start with the first two that we did mention: work and work and family. Low key, with all respect, you're gonna spend more time with the people that you work with than your own family. Cause let's say like you're a wife or a husband, you wake up and you are, getting ready for work, but you're also like being attentive to your spouse's needs. Cool. If you add children on there, you're taking care of your children. You're getting them ready for school and getting them out the door and trying to get them out in half an hour sometimes. Because if they wake up late or don't want to get up and blah, blah, blah. And then you're like getting like lunches prepared and driving them to school. And you're away from them for like 8 hours a day. And those 8 hours, you are with the people that you work with. And then let's say that goes up. Now, either some parents have to work a second job just to like make ends meet, or you have to like go drive and like pick up the kids and get them dinner, or cook dinner before the kids come home, or whatever it may be. So yes, you do have that family time still, but you're doing a lot just to make sure the family's okay. And so it can sometimes not feel like a community, but like a job or a chore that you have to do or take care of, something like that. But so since, with all of that being said, since you're spending like 8 hours a day with your with the people that you work with, sometimes it is easy to create a community with them if you are able to talk to them a lot during work. So a lot of your friends are gonna be work friends, and there's like this thing like where work friends shouldn't be your friends' friends, and I do see that point and everything. So I think it just depends on a certain person. However, that person wants to, if they want friends at a workplace or don't want friends, that's on you, baby. That's not on me. That's not my business. Okay. So I think it's just like, try to figure out, and I even have friends in my workplaces, in my old workplace. Like, I love the people that I work with and the people that I have worked with in the past. So, but like, those people become your community. Like when I used to work at Starbucks, like a lot of the like guests, the people I work with and the managers, like they have become my community. Like, they are great people, and I am so proud of them, and I love them. And like, I've created community just by working there. And now, since I'm like out of that season of my life, it's like great. It's like kind of cool, because like now we can even have more fun times on our own time. However, it's still hard because I don't see them every day. So it's like, it takes an effort and having to put a foot out there to create that, like, hey, do you want to get lunch this Thursday or something like that? Just to keep that friendship and that bond together. Because when you meet some people, sometimes you want to just be in their lives forever and you just have that connection, that bond. It can also, how do I say this? So, sorry, I didn't mean to blank, but like, since you're spending all the time with the people that you are working with, like 8 hours a day, if you are able to, try to build like a good friendship towards like one or two people, just people that you trust and that you love and that you care about, or who treat you right, because no one should or deserves to be alone wherever they are. And loneliness can actually affect our mindset and our mental health so bad. So if you're able to make friends at a workplace, make friends at a workplace. If you guys want an episode about how to do that, give us some, let us know, and we can definitely make an episode about that. Another place where we obviously have community is family. Is family. That sounded so like AI generated. But is family. And family should be like the top community in all of our lives. But a lot of times we don't have that luxury depending on relationships and we how we are treated by each other, you know. So but let's say you do have a good relationship like with your family. Create that family community, and when I say that, I mean literally spend time with your family. And I know people are like, oh, spend time with your family, but no, if you're able to, and if you have a good relationship with them and you love them, then try to spend time with them, because they won't be here one day. And when they, no one prepares you for when they aren't here. And it is a scary and sad thing to go through. And it's a hard thing to go through. So get to know your family and spend time with them. My nephews, they are in a different state right now, and I love them. And I realized that, like, obviously they're getting older, but one of them started school this month or last month in August. And I'm like, dang, he's already in kindergarten, and I'm kind of missing his kindergarten years because I'm in a different state. I'm like, okay, no, we need to change that. We need to figure out how we can still have that bond and connection even though we're far apart. So I talked to his mom, and we decided to like do like monthly or weekly calls or just like something like that, just to keep in touch and just see how they're doing and to watch the boys grow up, and just to keep that love and friendship, because that love and friendship is honestly what truly helps us and pushes us through, and get like it lights us up as people. So that's one way you can just spend time with your family, obviously, but also like get to know your family, because yes, you know them as mom and dad and sister and brother and whatever sibling, you know, but you sometimes you're only seeing them through your lens. Like it's hard to think, but like our parents were children too. They were literally 20-year-olds just trying to figure it out as well too, you know, or high schoolers just trying to fit in, or middle schoolers just trying to be accepted, you know. They were children too. They are humans. That is someone's daughter, someone's son, someone's child, you know. So they have their own experiences, but also like so get to know them not only as your mother or father, but like probably even try to get to know them as like as what's a good name, as Janet from the block. Janet from the block. I'm kidding, but like get to know them as I guess Janet, the daughter of Sarah or something like that, or Janet, the little girl who's like the 5-year-old who's afraid to start school but like so excited and so ready. Like figure out like what things did they like as kids, or what was their favorite childhood toy. Or even if you, one thing I saw at the store, if you really want to get to know like your family, get them those journals. Like it says everything you need to know about mom, or my life growing up by mom, or something like that. Like give them one of those journals and just have them, it has like journal prompts of like things they learned in their childhood, and start like have them fill those out, because then you'll learn so much about your parent and see them as human beings, or your family, or whoever that they might be. Another form of community is something that we kind of don't always do, is honestly just, ooh, Riley, first of all, I'm sorry, this is about to be a long episode, so I'm sorry, girly pop, but I'm gonna just be talking, so I'm gonna talk. But I would say find a third aspect of community. In Europe, their whole society is based on community. They even have times where they pause businesses during the middle of the day, and it's basically lunchtime for everyone. Just relax, eat, hang out, and just rest, and even sleep if they want to. But I'm like, that's so cool. Like businesses, banks, like everything's closed for those amount of hours. So basically they're closed so Europeans and people can create community and be with each other. And then especially their nightlife in Europe, like let's say after like 9 p.m. or something like that, you would think that like, oh, like maybe things are quiet. No, they stay up till like 2. And I'm not just talking about Fridays and Saturdays. And like they stay up just like talking and like creating that community, having like spaces to create community. And yes, we have places like parks and coffee shops and stuff like that, and to create community. But those places, their number one focus is a business, and they are only open for a certain amount of times, and they aren't open later or earlier a lot of times, because obviously people need to go to bed, but they're not they're not too community based. Yes, they're community based a little, like mostly, but like, what I'm trying to, I feel like I'm confusing people, but like you're never gonna see a coffee shop that's open at like 11 p.m. or that's open at like 1 a.m. just so people can hang out and chill, So, I those what is that? The eastern part of the world is definitely community based. So, in order for for us to have that here, I say, that not I say, but like we also should have a third place where we create community, and that can be through hobbies, through spirituality, through whatever it may be. Have another community that showcases who you are and connects with the values of what you have. For me, I'm joining soon it's a meditation community where we just like go out to nature and we just like breathe and like calm our nervous system down, calm ourselves down, and just embrace the life and the planet that we're on. And so I did it like once or twice, and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I did it once. I could be wrong, but I really, really loved the environment and the community and the people that were there who lifted and encouraged me. So I want to go back. So if you do want to find a third community, sorry, then go search out like what hobbies you like and create a community of friends through there, or through, like I said, through spirituality, but also get to know those people, obviously, but make sure those people that you're around with are people who you trust and who can encourage you and who you do feel comfortable and safe around, because that's what a community should be. So try to do that. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need a community, I'm fine, I'm good, I don't need anyone. We are social human beings. We need people. Like, people who are lonely literally die faster. So like so what I'm saying is, like, please create that sense, please have people who are in your corner, because life without people in your corner is it's not fun. It's chaotic, it's lonely, it's dark, and it's not the vibe. It's not the vibe. But a community heals us. It makes us feel not alone. It makes us feel loved. It makes us feel safe. And it shows us what true love and kindness is, without conditions, without the family condition or whatever. It's, you truly understand that with a community, that people want to be in your lives because they love you and not because they feel obligated to love you. So I would say, try to somehow find a third community that's outside of work, outside of family, but just where they're not forced to be there, but they want to be there and they want to be with you. So just figure out what you can do. Search, see what hobbies you like. If you're into spiritual stuff, see what spiritual stuff you like and go from there. If you are, I don't know, it can be in anything that you want. I'm sorry I'm rambling right now, but just create that community so you're not alone, because no one, yes, we all like our alone time, but you shouldn't be alone forever. You should always have someone that you can call on or rely on if you ever need someone, because let's be honest, we're human beings. We're always going to need someone, whether we want to admit it or not. But this has been Bestie Therapy. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry it was a little longer episode today, but live your best life, love yourself, and remember to find your community so you can spell all the therapy, okay? Bye, babies, and remember to embrace the rain and be the sunshine. Bye.